We are here with Antonis. We have been colleagues in LearnWorlds for more than 7 years. And even after I left, we are still friends. And we are here back in Greece in his house and decided to have a conversation about marketing sales alignment. So this is a real marketing conversation with a salesperson, and we'll have a very true, a very honest relationship. Antonis here, he's the head of sales at LearnWorlds. We had fights, disagreements, everything you can imagine, heated, not heated, and have always been friends. This is the real relationship you got to have marketing with sales to have. This is real, almost alignment. I say almost because my opinion is that you always have to strive for it. It's never an unachievable goal.
I thought it's going to be a 50-50 video, but it seems that I'm in a podcast and I'm getting interviewed, so...
I'm doing a long intro.
Good to be here.
I'm Nick Malekos, and here we are at the B2B Marketing Shots. So, Antonis, tell us a few things about yourself.
May I hold it like this?
No, we can hold
it. Let's in the middle. All right, so, hey, that's Antonis. I'm currently the head of sales in LearnWorlds, and I do have more than 10, 12 years of experience in sales and sales leadership. And for some reason, I'm going to be replying a few questions to Nikos today.
Yeah.
So.
Nikos, who left the B2B LearnWorlds side to go into enterprise at Cyberbit. So I'm the head of demand and growth at Cyberbit. So Adonis, what really sales wants from marketing?
I think I need to qualify you and ask a couple of questions before I reply. But it depends, I guess, on the industry. It depends on the business model of the company. Are we talking about classic SaaS GTM or
B2B SaaS, the
B2B
best,
SaaS.
Your best leads at LearnWorlds?
Yeah.
What do you want to get from marketing?
Except for emotional support, except for accepting these memes and jokes that marketing is doing nothing versus sales. I would say that it's mostly alignment. It's mostly understanding that we do have a common goal and we're targeting the same people. It's also about understanding that even though we are technically sitting one after the other, like right to each other, if you think of the funnel as a linear thing.
Yes, which is not.
Which is not. Exactly. But it tends to feel like a linear thing. So, depending on what is your North Star metric, if you have a different one than sales, which defines when your responsibility in the funnel stops and where the sales responsibility starts, well, we just need to have the same goal, I guess.
So definitions, where is my MQL, what's your SQL, and what's the common definition between them?
I hate the fake over-sophistication around acronyms.
Yeah.
But even without defining an acronym, we need to know where your responsibility stops and where the responsibility of sales starts. And we definitely need to have a common goal. We all know from our career, from our partners, from our mates, from LinkedIn, that sometimes the level of complexity is created for a very simple misalignment problem.
Yeah.
So,
from my experience, what sales is asking is qualified leads, bands,
yes,
more leads, but better quality.
If they say better quality all day long, I know that sales guys are addicted on blaming marketing about quality, but if you don't have a 30-second pitch to reply them when they blame you with this question, then it's a problem. It's not your problem, it's a company problem. But if you don't have a paper saying that, look, that's what I have been asked to bring to you and I brought to you, so at least it's not exactly my problem, then it's a company problem, and I find it bad, and I guess you're going to post this on LinkedIn, but I'm not sure how political correct I must be, but I think it's...
We prefer none.
Pretentious, superficial, and hypocritic, and occasionally ridiculous for professionals from VP level and above to try not to solve this problem. Because instead of having a united team, which is easy to do, just by fixing that, Like you kind of not see that problem, and you let the teams fight and create this, but create rules to fix that. But it's not possible because when the leadership is not in this type of things is not top down, then the only thing that leadership does is that creates responsibility and blaming cycles that never stop. So it's a cultural thing. It's an organizational. It's a leadership thing, in my opinion.
I agree. We had this discussion with some other people the last few days, and it's exactly that. If you want to sales, marketing, sales alignment, one big component, not the only component, is leadership. You cannot say sales has this part of the funnel, marketing has this part of the funnel. You have to have common goals.
May I give you a question?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna give you a suggestion. I'm gonna suggest how you should have asked me the question.
Ask.
The question should have been, let's say you are the VP marketing, or let's say you are a director, and I'm a sales director, and someone is above us, like CRO or CMO, I don't know, whatever the guy is, COO, whatever the guy is.
Just a parenthesis, we are leaning into a world that commercial directors, CROs, and combined teams, at least in the enterprise space, are more common because of these problems.
Yes.
So you are going there.
Okay, exactly. So let's say that our power stops in a level as a senior director, so as a senior, mid-senior leadership, whatever you name it, right? And let's say that we have both verified that our head doesn't care about the problem, which means that either doesn't trust us enough or that he believes that problem is minor. But we do know that our teams are fighting a lot.
Yes.
How do we solve it? That's the question.
We both have to...
Because I just blame leadership. But I'm in leadership, so how do we solve it?
So the first thing I did at Cyberbit, which I did it quite well, I will say, but still hasn't finished because it was not perfect, is understanding the ICP, understanding what sales thinks the ICP is. This is the first step, like taking notes and having a common agreement, and taking notes and having a common agreement on what's an MQL, an SQL, qualified lead, booked lead, and all these parts of the funnel. I don't like to have so many definitions. It's too complex. I prefer to have fewer. But whether you have 3 definitions or 15, you have to have a common understanding between marketing and sales.
So what you tell me, sorry to interrupt, is that if you come in a company and there's an obsolete, outdated, whatever strange old school definition about that, you challenge it.
We
you
have
must
to
challenge it.
Talk about it. Agree about it.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's outdated. Even if it's outdated, we agree. Like it doesn't. The first step is understanding and agreeing on common definitions, setting the common goals, and have it written down. Everything after that is working together and trusting each other.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need to convince me, and I need to convince you that we need to rework on the definition of things, because sometimes the opinions of SDRs and BDRs, sometimes they, this type of guys must have the confidence, but sometimes like they do, how do we say, they narrow their confidence? No, they push,
They push their own agenda.
Yeah, they direct
they have
their
an
confidence
agenda
towards a very specific niche, to a very specific way of thinking, and they tend to believe that they know always what's the best client, but it's not. But if you combine all their opinions and you run a few experiments, then you realize that maybe sometimes the sales knows that what you really believe is a shiny MQL is not. But why? Because they've seen the pattern that unless this CSO or CCEO has blue hair, they never convert.
Yeah.
So if that's correct, then it's my responsibility, first of all, to investigate. And if that's the case, after trusting my team, I need to come back to you and tell you, look, I'm not sure who gave you the thing, the target, but unless these guys you bring have blue hair, they're not ICP. So then you need to convince your boss that you need your target to go down, and by going down and bringing more specific people, that will progressively bring more pipeline to the company, and then I have the F star absolute responsibility to convert that pipeline. But sometimes, just to enhance what I was saying before and what you said, all this process that we now explain in just a few words can take 5
months
or 6 quarters to happen, and then maybe the moment we're ready to go, your CMO leaves, and then another comes that he wants to bring his own thing and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So I think it's this type of thing. Like,
I will say a few more things, and one issue I see more on enterprise, you can see it on other salespeople as well,
yes,
is that the good salesperson
yes,
knows their recipe,
yes,
has a network.
yes,
So sometimes they want to defend and deflect and say, they just say whatever they want to get out of a conversation with the marketing people and just bring their network of leads because they're warmer, they know they can hit them.
that's sales leadership pathogeny. It's wrong.
Yes, that's one problem.
It doesn't make sense. That just doesn't make sense. I mean, I know it, and I know it happens, and I've seen that happening, but it doesn't make sense because, first of all, this is unprofessional with regards to hiding information. Someone hides something. Like, why this is the perfect ICP? And if that's the case, as a manager, I need to multiply that and bring this knowledge back to you, and you're gonna bring more of those guys, and I'm gonna be happy.
I go with the opinion of the lazy people on ICP. And by
Why?
let me define that lazy.
Sorry, yes, please.
Lazy means that I know these are warmer leads. I know I can hit my goals with that. Marketing needs to hit the goals with the leads that might be slightly less warm or slightly lower ACV.
That's the system is broken. Then.
Yeah, the system is broken.
Because the AE does that, knows something that if you simply take it over your head, discuss it in 1 or 50 meetings.
See, that's a little bit different on the enterprise. You have to build relationships. Yeah. If someone has a relationship already and they can close a lead with a 90% certainty, they will prefer to focus their energy on those leads that require less energy, while marketing, which is...
Stop here. Sorry to debate.
Yeah.
It's not the relationship. If I had a good relationship and I was ready to close the deal and you were bringing me three more leads, I would try to sell to all of the 4. So it's a combination of 2 things. First of all, relationship first. I understand the relationship is the king in all type of sales, but especially in enterprise, mostly enterprise. But at the same time, he doubts that the leads you brought him are good. So you need to build an honest relationship with him, push with the right words and say, I know you ignore these leads. I know that the system is broken. Forget my target for a while. Let's say I'm here without any target. Can you please explain me why you doubt these 3 leads?
Yeah, let me continue because it was a 2-part problem and you are leading to the next one.
Yes.
So, because of each AE coming from a different area, different network,
yes,
their leads might be different niches. And which means, and the company's ideal profile might not be the lead of one AE over the other. Let's say North America versus South America, just an easy change.
Yes.
So here we come to leadership. Yes. Here we come of decisions.
Yes.
Let's say we have banks and government as main organizations. One AE prefers...
You talk industry.
Yes. One AE prefers as an ICP, banking, the other says government.
No, but that's not... prefers a type of...
Yes, because they're used to, because they know the people, because it's easy for them, for many reasons. And you never know.
Of course, that's applicable in case the product is relevant to multiple industries.
Yes.
Taking for granted that.
Yeah, but in the same industry might be differences of people, areas, whatever.
Okay, and?
The company, so on my solution for that, is that you need to research, you have to see what's the best ICP.
First of all, what's the problem? What's the problem with this?
The problem... That's where I'm going. The problem is that maybe one industry is less suited for the company. It might be a win for the AE, but maybe it's an industry that has higher churn because has a smaller product market fit. Okay. And an AE coming from a slightly different type of company may have troubles. I'm going back to the leadership thing. That you have to do some research. You have to see the data. You have to talk with the CFO, the CEO, the CRO, the CMO, everyone.
What's the question?
I'm not conscious. I'm giving you problems.
But you didn't bring me any problem. You told me that an AE, think of it, or at least I don't see it from the sales leadership perspective as a problem. You are telling me that an AE prefers an industry. If he hits the target, why it's a problem?
It's a problem because marketing may not be able to serve all the industries, which means that they have to focus.
Exactly. So it's a huge, a principle misalignment. How is it possible marketing to bring you these orange caps when you are selling red caps? Someone must tell you to stop doing that.
Exactly, that's what I want to do.
Or someone let you do that. Or what's going on? Something's going on.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
If you are sure this AE does his own thing and hits the target, then first thing I should have done as a VP sales is to come to you and tell you, look, I need no, actually not to you, but to my boss, to my CEO, or to whoever. Like, I'm gonna start with 2 more AEs because marketing just brought me new ones, and my AEs are already full.
Yes.
Not ignore leads. Like, what do you know? Who ignores leads? If they're good.
Yes. So the definition of good, who says is good and
Together,
who's not.
only together.
Exactly.
But only together, only together.
I'm trying to describe the misalignment here.
Yeah.
So this is misalignment.
Okay. Can I give you a quick fix?
Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
That's why we're here. You're giving to everyone.
Yes, there are several ways to approach it. First of all, if 2 people are very passionate and they find a common ground, I'm sure they will make their own. They will improvise. They will make their own system. If they also have the freedom, by the way, super important. Titles do not always mean freedom.
I know.
Okay, so a way to do that is forget pipeline. Forget also. Excuse me. I wanted to say. I correct myself. Forget MQL.
Yes.
Forget it.
I forgot it.
What's MQL?
What are we talking about?
Exactly. So, marketing. A solution is marketing has a target in pipeline, and sales has a target in pipeline and revenue.
Yes.
Why this is a solution? And why I said 2 targets in sales and 1 target in marketing? First of all, we don't see MQLs. So, if we don't have enough pipeline, is because, and your target is pipeline, is either because you didn't bring enough leads. Forget MQLs as a word again.
I know.
Continue forgetting it.
I don't know what
there is not
about.
Enough leads, or my SDRs do not know how to open pipeline from these good leads. It's one of these 2. Okay.
I will give you a reasoning. Okay. I remember MQL.
But because you have target in pipeline, when you will come to blame my BDRs, which you will do, I will tell you, check the message on what they do and suggest something better. Because your responsibility doesn't stop, because it tends to be linear. I will say again, this line here. Okay. Here is the marketing efforts, here is revenue. So if you break it until here, you give them MQL and buy.
No, marketing doesn't stop
You
there.
will not fix the definition of MQL because it's not on your favor. You will prefer to go to your boss and blame me. So, if your target is here with this pipeline, from lead to pipeline, you will start being involved to understand what's going on. So maybe, if I was correct and honest, you will believe me that the leads were not good. So you will start doing something, either changing the leads or supporting my BDRs in parallel with me to open this pipeline. And then I said, sales must not have only revenue target, can also have pipeline. So you have 1, we have 2. The main is the revenue. But if I have 2 and this common is pipeline, I will support you on that.
I will take you one step later.
Yeah.
Because at least here where I am, I also have a target on marketing-led revenue. So my pipeline has to also convert in the next steps. So I'm not stopping when I give it to you.
That's aggressive. Yes, I understand. It is good.
What I stopped doing is reducing the touches because AEs don't want marketing in their feet. So
why? Tell me why. Because it's 50 problems what you said now.
Depends. AEs with bad experience in marketing, they feel that marketing is over emailing, over advertising.
Yeah, but just translate the problem. That's an opinionation, which may be true or not true. I don't care.
It's trust.
Okay,
but
at the end of the day, they want to make money. So they enter Salesforce and they see your leads and they don't do something to them. So it's not that they
No, I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about their SQLs, their ready bunch.
Yes.
When they say, I don't want marketing to be involved there. Why? Because the stages are complex, because buying committees is there.
Yes.
Because they know who is the decision maker. They don't want marketing to emailing, offers and things and that, because it's a complex. It's a complex system, and maybe a person in the buying committee or the close circle will get let's say an offer, an email with something else, and distract them from the sales.
Yes.
So that's why, at least in my case, I reduce my touches. I don't stop marketing, at least on awareness, on brand level, or anything. This is the purpose of marketing. Marketing is touching everywhere, even after, because you create brand, then you create upsells,
You can touch.
you create new business, repeat business.
The sales leadership must want this type of support. I have denied marketing support in my career multiple times when I was doing the calculations in my head fast, and I could understand that asking the correct type of help, which would be much harder in terms of resources than not having any help at all. How you can prove I was wrong? Because at this date and time, in this company, under those particular circumstances, marketing was extremely unable to support me. So
Yes.
I preferred not to take the help. I've done it as in a junior. That was in a junior leadership position situation.
I understand that because we had many discussions about this exactly, and my opinion remains the same. But I see your mindset has evolved since then.
Yes. What?
At least on LearnWorlds, which is serving a kind of B2B, which is closer to B2C. So low B2B, B2C style sales, marketing led, and has also sales led. Marketing is working towards the biggest volume for marketing is the self-served part of the system. At least when I was there, so it was better for marketing to get involved more in the self-served, and so you have misaligned objectives.
Yeah,
that's why they split the team in two.
No. That's another story. No, I think that's not. I understand what you mean, but this is another story. Because a company can be 50% self-served and then also have $250,000 deals. Same company.
Yes,
can tell you multiple names.
It's more complex.
Calendly.
Marketing
How
is
many self-serve they have?
yeah,
Tons, but they have enterprise clients, corporate enterprise.
Yes, this makes it these big companies they make it complex. Like last year I was reviewing how Canva did it. And Canva, in order to go on to enterprise, they have to rebuild the product, create a new product team, new marketing team, everything, and split it because how the B2C product was structured was not good for the enterprise, not the B2B, the enterprise. So it depends from company to company.
I agree.
But there are reasons sometimes that goals and KPIs are not aligned. They are just different. So their alignment comes harder because marketing might prefer their own leads. You want leads from them, but the support you want, they are not willing to give it.
This my lead type of things, this my leads type of thing, it gives on my nerves. Like I'm getting mad, and from both sides. It's the first thing that I would do everywhere. It's so rational for me to go and fix it directly, and I will let them fight in front of me. I'm okay. Because I will try to identify the source of the fight.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just like lying to ourselves. I hate people lying to themselves. I wouldn't be in a situation like that. I would try to solve it day one.
The only person who can solve it is the CEO or a CRO if it's a combined team.
It can. Again, it depends.
Yeah,
it can be a sales
It's
director.
usually a management issue. That's the thing.
It needs influence from C-level. Yes, it needs.
So, because we have been talking for a while, and I want to go back to the question. So,
How
what
much time do we
essentially?
speak?
I'm not sure.
Why does it say that? No, it's 22 minutes. No one will say that.
We'll cut some things.
Yeah.
So, going back to close it. So, what sales, if you see inside your soul, what are you looking marketing to do for you?
Help me. Bring me closer to our town, to our home.
Perfect.
That's it. That we need to do it together, guys. Like, I mean, plus I'm a very huge fan of salespeople understanding marketing.
Yeah.
A lot. It's not because I've studied marketing. It's not because I've been super close to marketing for my almost entire professional life. It's just because it's common sense. Like, you need to understand what they do. They just want to bring into attention what the problem we're solving is. Now, if they're unaware of what the product is, what problem the product is solving, then it's again a huge misalignment in leadership. It would be to align.
Let me blame marketers now.
Yeah, do it. I'm happy.
So, translating what you said, lazy marketers, because they're lazy salespeople, they are lazy marketers. Lazy marketers just want to send some leads, whatever leads they can. Good marketers work across the funnel. They build the brand, they help conversions, They do sales enablement. The problem is when marketing becomes sales support or marketing becomes deaf to the request of sales. But also they have to be deep interviewees and understand what they want, not what marketing wants to see.
Even if I'm deaf for 10 years, if I smell money, I'm going to start hearing again.
That's sales. Marketing being deaf to sales.
Marketing being deaf to sales means that someone with power in the org made a bad system and he's not flexible to change. And he's hiding that he's damaging the company because, and he's actually winning that, he's actually doing that, and he's able to do that because of ignorance or lack of understanding of senior leadership, period.
Yeah, I would say that even some people who are just foot soldiers and don't want to change the system, they just want to keep their jobs, don't care, move on.
Yes.
So, if I summarize, and correct me on that, because I know you will, marketing has to work through the whole funnel. I will add that one thing that we did not discuss, brand, because brand activities, retouches, helps sales have higher conversions. Usually this is going invisible, but marketing has to listen to sales, coordinate, have common goals, and deliver what is being asked, the real ask. They have to discover the real ask. Sometimes there is not very clear and visible. Coordinate, advocate to management to have an alignment that management will step in and help them agree if there is disagreement, or themselves, the marketing leadership and the sales leadership, agree, align, and move to common results. I'm not saying it's bands or it's MQLs. I'm saying it's in common, agreed results.
Yeah, that's it. That's the pod.
Thank you, Antonis. Thank you very much, Antonis. See you on the next episode.